everything. If you are from Brazil, Vietnam, or the Philippines, or you legally reside in any of these countries, I have news that could change your life. You can now apply for the EB-3 visa to work legally in the United States with a completely different payment plan. I will explain step by step the entire process, how this new payment method works, and why it is exclusive to these nationalities. Stay until the end because this could bring you closer to the American dream. Hello, my people. Welcome to another episode of Emigrar con Daniela, where we talk frankly about what you really need to know to emigrate to the United States safely, legally, and without being scammed. Today, we are going to talk about the EB-3 visa, which many already know, but with a very interesting twist. A new payment method that only applies to certain countries. But before getting into this, let me quickly explain what this process is about. Well, the EB-3 visa is a work visa for people who wish to emigrate to the United States with a genuine job offer. With this visa, you and your family, that is, your spouse and children under 21 years old, can obtain permanent residency, the green card. This visa is primarily designed for unskilled jobs in sectors such as manufacturing, hospitality, transportation, restaurants, food production, among others. I will tell you what the stages of the process are. First, you will make the initial application, starting by talking to an MCC advisor. And pay attention, because you have to do this step through the link I leave in the information box or in the comments. And if you apply through this link, you will be able to receive a discount on your process, and you will be able to join my private WhatsApp group, where we see more applicants. I will be able to follow your process a little more closely once you start with everything. So you contact MCC, they will present you with the available vacancies, and you will choose the one that suits you best. Once the employer accepts your profile, they say, yes, I want Pepito, Sultanito, working in my company. Then you sign the contract, and that's when the first payment is made. The second step is the labor certification, that is the ETA 9089 before the United States Department of Labor. The third step is the I-140 petition with USCIS, which is the form the employer submits to sponsor your visa. Fourth, the residency process, that is the DS-260 form if you are outside the United States, or the I-485 if you are inside the United States. The fifth step is the onboarding phase. Once you have your visa, MCC can provide you with a little help with all the logistics of arrival and adaptation with your new employer. But remember that they will not pay for your tickets, hotel, or find you housing or anything like that. That is your responsibility. But they can help by connecting you with contacts who specialize in relocation in the United States. This process on average takes between 3 to 4 years, depending on US government timelines and your nationality. What are the requirements to apply? First, be in good health and have no serious criminal record. Have no inadmissibilities such as immigration fraud, deportations, illegal stay, etc. Be available to work in the United States for at least 1 year. Remember that this is a visa for people who want to live in the United States permanently. Have a B1 level of English before phase 3 of the process or earlier if the employer requires it. Some require it from phase 1. My people, Rebecca has arrived to talk about the best part of this video. And that is, we're going to talk about money. Don't worry, because I bring you good news. MCC has just launched a new or a much more accessible payment method. And I must clarify that not everyone can access it, only a few lucky ones. So if you're watching this and you're in Brazil, you're in Vietnam or the Philippines, I have a gem for you. So this is a real reduced and exclusive opportunity. And I'm going to break it down for you right here. The exclusive payment of $20,000 divided into 5 parts. The first is $3,000 upon signing the contract. The second payment is $6,950, 120 days after signing the contract. The third payment of $2,000 when your ETA 9089 is approved. The next payment is $6,950 when the I-140 form is approved. And the last payment is $1,100 after the DS-260, or a maximum of 90 days after the approval of the I-140. This amount covers attorney fees, case review and preparation, complete immigration support, personalized advice and preparation for your arrival in the United States. Important note, this does not include translations, government fees, or medical exams. This new payment model applies umarites only to, pay close attention, nationals of Brazil, the Philippines, or Vietnam, residents of any nationality who legally live in Brazil, the Philippines, or Vietnam, nationals of Brazil, the Philippines, or Vietnam who are currently in the United States with valid immigration status. This plan does not apply to nationals of Brazil, the Philippines, or Vietnam, or who live in countries other than these three. This exclusive model allows you to pay for the process in several accessible installments designed to make everything easier for you. MCC is betting on these three countries, so if you are there or live legally in any of them, take advantage because this is the best time. Why don't other countries apply? And there are some people, many I believe, who might be wondering why this doesn't apply to other countries. And the reason is because MCC is opening markets in these three countries. They are investing in Brazil, Vietnam, and the Philippines to attract talent in those places. This means that if you are Colombian but live legally in Brazil, for example, you can also access this option. If you are finding this information useful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Senpo, si nenes, activate the bell and leave your like. This way, YouTube continues to show you valuable content for emigrating without surprises, without scams. And you help me reach more people who need to know this. How to start? Well, you can start today by scheduling a free consultation with MCC through the link I leave in the description or in the comments. And if you apply with this link, you will get an exclusive discount, which, mind you, when I started my process, I also got that discount because I also applied with a referral link. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Every little bit counts. You will also be able to join my private WhatsApp group where we share tips, news, updates on our processes, and support during the process. If you have any questions, write to me in the comments or on my social media, a emigrar con Daniela, on all platforms, or at this email. Remember that this opportunity is exclusive to Brazil, Vietnam, and the Philippines. But if you are from another country, the process is still available with the regular plans. Well, and actually now they have made it easier for you because you no longer have to start with $5,000, but now with just $3,000. And remember that nothing is impossible if you set your mind to it and start working towards it from now on. See you in the next video, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media to stay updated on migration news, progress of my process to motivate you, and little tidbits of my daily life living abroad. I send you a big hug and see you next time. Bye. Bye. Look, I'm going to grab another one and I'm going to leave the table.